First of all, let's give all praises to the Most High.
Done away with it. You know, my advice to you is just ignore them.
Shalom, shalom.
Keep the Most High
This is
first.
Shabbat day.
Keep His love.
6 days you labor.
That's what we doing
The
over
7th
here.
day you rest.
We rest.
Shabbat day is on a Saturday. Today is the holy day that Yah chose. I want to discuss, a subject that nobody likes to talk on. And some people may feel like, I'm wrong for what I'm talking about, but actually I'm right. If color wasn't a big issue, why are we, as the people that was in the Bible, all white? If color ain't a big issue, why won't they put in the color that they was? It's just something to think about. I mean, anybody that you look up in the Bible, is white.
And singing to the Most High, 'cause we know the law and we keep the Father's holy commandments. So let people say what they want to say.
Some people feel like it's no big deal because what does it matter? Why? It is a big deal. And you feel like if you buy a ticket and then when you get in your spot, somebody else in your spot. To us not leading, our people are going astray. They like lost sheep. It's our job and duty to go grab these sheep up and bring them back home, which is to y'all. And this will continue to go on until y'all stand up as the people. It don't matter which way you go, it's always going to be the way it is. You always going to catch hell because you're in the wrong position. That's why. Everything is a disaster. Lies being told, they know the truth. A lot of them, still celebrate, church on a Sunday when they know that the Shabbat is on a Saturday. They should do what they want to do. And then that's it right there on a Sunday and tell their members, the true day. But still doing stuff that they're doing. So I blame, our preachers also for this stuff that we got going on. The lack of knowledge. Because they're not sharing knowledge with the people. They're not telling the people stuff that they need to be hearing. Like being divided, going a separate way. Change can only come through the Most High when we, move over to that way. Not keep mingling, with the same crowd of the worldliness. With these doggone curses sticking to us, The thing with the problem with the world is we always get our stuff taken away from us. We never get the full credit for nothing. Yah is the only way to change things. What I'm talking about is separating the nation because we are supposed to be Kodesh. Kodesh means set apart. We're not supposed to be together. A lot of people think that the curses are done with everything. All ever since 400 years ago, whatever, that's it, That's a lie. When you cross that stuff that the Most High don't want you to do, you gonna feel the heat off of it, okay? People can say that we all need to be together. You fail to realize is the Most High, the one that you serve, told us to be for that. Be set apart from each other. He didn't tell us to get together or to be that's like when you on a job, you might be friends with the supervisor, but when you on that damn job with that supervisor, y'all are Kodesh. Y'all are set apart, okay? Yeah, you may bring somebody, a stranger, in there, but it's certain things that those strangers had to follow, is what I'm trying to tell you. To my Gentiles. I mean, salvation belongs to everybody. But the thing about this is, some people, just have too much pride to even go that level, when it is being obedience, to the Most High. Some won't like it because of the simple fact of, they will have to bow down to another nation. I mean, the nation that they treat the lowest, which is the chosen people. And there are 12 tribes. It's a lot of us. It ain't just, African Americans. We talking about other. To do better is to start a million man march for Yah. It's to protest to have our own leadership, our own righteousness. That is the way to change. But why we can't get along, why we can't do this? It's not meant to be like that. I ain't talking about being nasty to nobody. Please do not feel that I am being racist, because I am not being racist to nobody. I'm just speaking truth to my people, that's it. They never gain the full credit for nothing. The other nation, the black and white thing, and then the other little nations that come over here that can't even hardly, speak English themselves, looking down on us. Because the nation that we call our nation does us all types of ways. And that shows other nations that they shouldn't have no respect for us. They already put in that Christianity. Y'all did not name us no damn Christians or no Christianity. No. Y'all called them Israel or Israel. That's what he called them. So where in the hell did the Christian part come from? People think that Europeans are the only ones that destroy America. That is a lie. Europe destroyed a lot of places around the world, okay? They even contaminated Africa. We can only rise is when we go our separate ways, We got to pack our bags like Tina did with Ike ass. Hell, left him and divide ourselves. Because that's the only way. Ain't no such thing as no coming together. Coming together with them what got us in the mess that we in now. Following behind a nation that's supposed to be following behind us. We supposed to be leading the way and showing them the direction. This thing would never be right. And y'all always think that. I don't want to hear that about no race and this and that. This is truth of everything. Y'all always trying to protect what the hell is going on around us. Y'all always do that. Scared to get revolution on the inside of you. When the Most High was full of revolution, rebellion, y'all came and brought us light, which is knowledge. He came, it was messy, just as messy it is now. And he didn't pay none of that stuff mind. He was basically trying to show them folks it was petty. He ain't want nothing to do with that stuff. Ain't nothing gonna get better for y'all. It's about like the movie The Matrix. You remember when Neo was like he didn't know that he was the one at the time. And when I think his name was Morpheus, whatever it was, he was showing him, when they was walking through like a busy city. And he was walking through it like it wasn't nothing. But Neil was running into everybody, But as soon as he got his stuff together, he started doing the same thing, walking through without stuff distracting him. That's why I'm telling you that things that is around you is distractions, okay? You got to learn how to walk through that stuff without hitting nobody. Israel is the people. That's their name. What I'm saying is, you heard the saying of the temple is within. When y'all was talking about his people, that's what he was talking about, his people. It wasn't a certain place. It's the people. That's the key. And over here, y'all are separated. You competing with the system that don't even want you. You competing with a system that is rooted against you. It don't matter how good you get in that, how much you succeed, it's always going to be something that's going to happen in your family because of you going the wrong direction. Because you with that other nation. People say all the time, things don't change. Ain't nothing, still no same, and this and that. That's a damn lie. Those things and everything is still the damn same. That's just like if you got biracial or with the word name mixed. That ain't true. Because once you got any percentage of black in you and they know it, they call you black. Because that's what you is. No such thing as no mix, okay? Because those people like that, racists and stuff like that, they say pure. If you got anything in your blood dealing with us, they consider you contaminated. Yeah, you got some grandparents that don't even take nothing to do with their grandchildren just because of that. Europeans still stealing damn people ideas. They still want to be in charge. They'll take your damn land if you don't pay your damn taxes on it. But tell me where it don't change yet. High income over low income. I don't see no change. And you're wasting your time going and vote. What you need to be trying to do is vote on a march for y'all. Out some curses out for us. That's what we need to be trying to do. Ain't you tired of your sons and daughters dying in the street? Ain't you tired of living like this, period? Of people how they talk to you? Ain't you tired of, don't you think it's pretty dumb to go and vote? They tell you for itself that ain't doing nothing. Because if it was doing any damn thing, hell, we wouldn't be voting right. Voting keep segregation going too. You got high income over low income. Got people authority to keep it. So they ain't got damn do nothing for nobody else that they feel like, don't have what they have, that they look down on. I mean, it's the biggest segregated thing that they ever invented. Voting. You come in this world with nothing. When you leave with nothing. We didn't bow down to no nation. I went and followed behind the mighty ones like y'all doing now. Curses are going to remain with us. Those curses, even though it's 400, whatever they say, whatever stuff, it's going to remain the way it is until the Most High come back or until we start building his damn kingdom again. I want to build it because you want to make up all type of damn excuses to stay in the system that you are in. Because some of us evil Hebrews love it. I'd rather be in a system that I know that got my back. Not a damn system that is going to railroad you. And they know who you is, really. They really do know who you is. Why you think when your child go to school or something like that and they send like certain little surveys and stuff and, trying to figure out, how you think. That's what they do. Yeah. And also, I want you to look at this video in Africa, what they doing.
People talking about who gave them the permission. They give themselves the permission to do all the things that they've ever done and all the things that they continue to do. So once again, they're giving themselves the permission to go disrespect the dead, and that's exactly what they are doing in the name of scientific experiments.
But the CT scan has one more surprise for Alejandro. Shammai's ethnicity.
Well, they have just told me that Shammai had a Nubian feature. That was unexpected.
That was unexpected for who?
When we are very well aware that they keep rewriting our history, when you lie, you need to cover it up with another lie and another lie.
So you do not get the truth and you say, well, that was unexpected, meaning you had expectations.
We always thought the ancient Egyptian elites were Mediterranean type. Shammai was Egyptian.
How?
Shammai was Egyptian.
How?
Shammai was Egyptian.
How convenient. How convenient. Shammai was Egyptian.
White people destroyed Egyptian monuments that looked too black.
They wanted to make sure that these elite pharaohs or elite Egyptians remained white. But now all of a sudden you find out something different. It doesn't matter. You can tell he did not want to share that piece of information.
White people started separating Egypt from Africa as if it was two different places.
So Egypt, it's a continent. So they're your people. They're your people. Wait. So Egypt is Africa. Middle Egypt. So wait. So Egypt is in the Middle East. Yeah. It's not in Africa. It's not in Africa.
Inside Africa. Look at your map.
About to go viral in 3, 2, 1.
You know, it's crazy how race, skin color, and whatever matters when the people in question are white. They make sure they enforce the whiteness. But when it becomes black, all of a sudden, like, it doesn't matter, we are all one. He was Egyptian. The hell? It's how this whole thing plays in front of us. It's the exact same thing we see when we have conversation around the color of Jesus' skin.
Take a look at what they did to Jesus Christ. That man ain't white, but they made him white and they forced that white Jesus onto people of color, just to further perpetuate the white supremacist agenda.
This man has been white for so long. It mattered that he remained white, even though the Bible didn't describe him as such, right? But a minute, this man wasn't white. Why did you guys say it was? All of a sudden now, it doesn't matter really. It doesn't matter if Jesus was white or black. It's just skin color. Jesus would not want us focusing on his skin color. It's about who the man stands for. I'm like, I mean, that's why we're here. If only they tell the truth as it is.
White people started making Egyptians look white. And then when people started pointing out that Egyptians were in fact African, they started trying to make it seem like the pyramids were built by aliens, because they did not want the modern white world to know how advanced the African culture was. Why do you think they targeted Africa for slaves in the first place? This was all about implementing white supremacy.
It's not going to take too long, as we see already their lies are crumbling by their feet. Truth definitely is going to come to light.
One thing I found to know is that black people do not like to get information from other black people. They prefer to go to another nation. Our own nation, black, whatever you want to call them, Hebrew, Israelite, Moors, they rather go to another nation and get information. So this is for my Hebrews and Moors, whatever you want to call yourself, that want to go to another nation.
You know why they won't teach us the history of Egypt? After you have shackled and enslaved a people, branded, castrated, lynched, burned, and tortured them, you called them 3/5 of a man, subspecies, an ape, a monkey, and a general inferior creation. How can we then admit that they are our teachers and the ones who gave us civilization? How can we admit that we descended from Greece and from Rome, and that Greece and Rome stole everything they knew from Egypt? Did you know that white people used to worship black deities? Negroes were first worshipped in Greece and Rome. White masses bowed down to black deities. The rites of Apollo were founded by Delphos and his Negro mother Melinus, and the worship of black Isis and Horus were popular in Rome and the Roman colonies as far north as Britain. It's actually common for the Romans to make fun of their own gods, but to worship and respect Horus and Isis, which, by the way, Madonna and Jesus. But worship of black Isis and Horus existed as far north as Britain. But eventually this evolved into the worship of the black Madonna and the black Christ. Christian whites also bowed down to them. Negroes, as was said, were deified in early Greece. They appeared as gods in Greek mythology. The chief title of Zeus, the greatest of the Greek gods, was Ethiopes, which means black. The earliest of gods and messiahs on all continents were black. We have found the black complexion or something relating to it whenever we have approached the origin of nations. The alma mater, the goddess, the founder of the oracles, the Memnon, or the first idols, always black. The pyramids, by the way. The faces on the pyramids, they chipped the noses away so it would be less apparent. They were black too. The oracles at Dodona and the Apollo at Delphi were founded by the black doves. Orpheus and his bull were black. All gods and goddesses of Greece were black, at least it was in the case with Jupiter, Bacchus, Hercules, Apollo, Ammon. The goddesses Venus, Isis, Hecate, Juno, Metis, Circe, Cybele were black. In the Bible, the ancient days described as having hair like the pure wool. Woolly-haired Negroes. Did you know that the Pope's private chapel has a black Jesus in it?
Fly me to the moon and let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter.
How the hell would you trust some people that would, that try to hide your Elohim from you behind closed doors and get on their knees and serve them? Huh?
New Gentile-led church.
It's very interesting that they do this over there, but they promoted whiteness here. You don't find it suspicious? They know the truth about you that they don't want you to know about yourself. People are getting more aggressive about keeping the lies. Yeah, so it is going to get worse. That's why we do need to know. So even though they change these things, we already have it here and we can pass it on to our children. We can pass it on to our children. We can pass it on to our children. We know how important it is for these information to be passed on to the kids, right? For those people that are going to say color doesn't matter, keep believing it doesn't matter. If it didn't matter, they wouldn't change it. So probably you should put that in your mind. When you're saying it doesn't matter. And also the truth matters. So do you care about the truth or you care about your comfort position? Because I do understand that information like this can, kind of shake your whole world.
In early Christian art, Jesus is almost invariably represented as black-skinned. The Hebrews were dark-skinned people. His feet were like burnt brass, Revelation. His hair was like wool, Revelation. My skin is black, Job. Our skins were black. They are black, Jeremiah. Look not upon me because I am black, Solomon. Joseph, the Jewish historian, wrote that Christ was a man of simple appearance, mature age, dark skin with little hair. And the earliest statues of the Virgin Mary are also black. Everything was stolen from Egypt. How can we then admit that they are our teachers and the ones who gave us civilization? This is like asking a Nazi to accept the Jewish origins of Nazism and of Hitler, if that were the case. They couldn't accept it if it were true any more than the white supremacists can accept the African origins of civilization, the African origins of science, the African origins of everything. Philosophy originated in Egypt. Math originated in Egypt. Theology originated in Egypt. Letters originated in Egypt. Everything started there.
Moors were black people. We showed Europe how to do everything. Everything that ever been invented came from us,
I find it crazy how white people think they brought civilization here instead of interrupting it. Like, you genuinely think Africa, with all its resources, culture, philosophy, medicine, and education, needed you? You interrupted our civilization.
They were as ancient to the Romans as the Romans now are to us. And that's what we don't really understand because we live now. We don't really understand that the pyramids are 5,000 years old. Romans only date back 2,500 years. Like, really think about that. The world we live in, a world of lies. J. California Cooper's book, The Wake of the Wind. I am Africa. I am a place. I am a state of mind. Hundreds of years ago, my children lived free. We had our skirmishes within my shores, even small wars that did not disturb my great and sprawling land. We were not perfect, but we never left our shores to seek to destroy or rob any other culture or people, to steal the fruit of their land or mines and leave the land and people ravaged. Nor did we seek to steal any people's love of themselves, nor tell other people they were ignorant savages and inferior while we were superior, as the white ones said to us. They lied so much and long they began to believe it themselves. They cried God with their mouths while holding a knife in one hand and a gun in the other, slicing and firing at vibrant life. They also brought with them other diseases, including endless greed, envy, and hate. Our nations changed. They killed for land, women, or gold, spreading their savageness to all others. And now, they have influenced others. Anathema. Enough. How do we repay our debt to black people?